Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Quinn here with another IXL talk through video. Today we're going to be looking at a review skill of place value, but it's going to be presented a little bit differently, so I want to take a second to look at a couple of examples with you. So if you take a look at this first one, it says to type the missing number. So we have to really kind of break down what this question is asking us to have an understanding of what we need to type. So if I look at the main part of my question, I see 5,000s, 800s, 2 10s, and 2 1s. So I think there's a couple of ways that you can approach this. The first way is you can just visualize in your head what numbers start to look like and what my place value positions look like. So hopefully you remember from elementary school that I have my hundreds, I have my tens, and I have my ones. When I taught third grade, believe it or not, yes, I did teach third grade. I used to call it my hot tomato omelet. Why? I have no idea, but it's really silly and it helps some of my kids remember those first three place value positions. So my hot tomato omelet, my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. And that process of that H, T, and the O, it really repeats itself with some slight changes. Because if I think, all right, I have a comma, my 1, 2, 3 comma, I have three more place values that come up here. I have my 100,000s, I have my 10,000s, and I have my 1,000s. So if you can remember that HTO, that hot tomato omelet, and then have that idea of these are my original, this is my base, then I have my thousands, and then my millions and billions and trillions and quadrillions, and on and on and on. But that base thing repeats again and again and again, and place value really is that simple. So if I look at what's being shared here, I'm going to start with the fact that I have 2 ones, and I'm going to think, where's my ones place, and I'm going to fill in my 2. Where's my tens place? I have 2 of them, I'm going to fill in my 2. Where I have 8 of my hundreds, I'm going to fill in my 8. And I have 5 of my thousands. Now remember, we have to be thinking to ourselves, that's only single thousands. I'm not in 10,000s, I'm not in 100,000s. So that 5 is going to go in my first thousand spot. So I've created a number, 5,822. And that's what I'm going to fill into my blank, 5,822. And I can click submit. And I got that answer correct. Now that was our first approach. This next time, and I'm just going to erase the numbers because our idea of HTO for place value is going to repeat through all of these questions. So if you look at this next problem, I'm given the original number, but now I need to break it down. My strategy that I used the first time is going to work this time. Except I'm going to start by filling the number I'm given in. And I'm going to look specifically at that comma as a guiding point. There's my comma right here. I have a 4 to the left of my comma. I have a 0, a 3, and a 4 to the right. And we would read that number as 4,034. I'm going to take that knowledge and use it to fill in how many thousands I have, how many hundreds I have, how many tens I have, and how many ones I have. Well, I have 4 in my 1,000s place. I have 4 1,000s. I have 0 hundreds, no hundreds. I have 3 in my tens column, and I have 4 in my ones column. I really hope, and if I click submit, I got this question right as well. I really hope this video helps you out. I think you guys are going to do a great job on this review skill.